The quiet of space is suddenly shattered by the arrival of an enemy force unlike any humanity has ever seen. In the vast, black void above Earth, a massive armada of warships appears, each one silent and menacing. These ships, sleek and cold, glisten under the distant light of stars, and their sheer size dwarfs anything humanity has ever built. The ships belong to the Hive Mind, a terrifying alien intelligence that controls millions of species across the galaxy. With a single thought, it can command entire fleets and destroy any species that dares to challenge it. And now, the Hive Mind is turning its gaze toward Earth. The humans on Earth, who have only just begun to explore the stars, suddenly realize they are not ready for what is coming. The government and military scramble to prepare, but it feels hopeless. The Hive Mind has crushed civilizations far more advanced than humanity, and its power seems unstoppable. The world holds its breath, waiting for the inevitable destruction. The fate of humanity hangs in the balance, and for the first time, Earth faces the terrifying possibility of extinction. As the Hive Mind's fleet moves closer to Earth, a young human captain, Alex, intercepts a signal. The message is encrypted, but with his advanced training and the help of his team, Alex manages to break through. What he hears is chilling: "Your kind is irrelevant. We will erase you." It's a simple message, but it carries a deadly weight. The Hive Mind is not coming to negotiate. It has already decided that humanity is nothing more than an obstacle to be wiped out. There is no offer of peace, no second chance. Just the cold certainty that the human race is about to be erased from the galaxy. But as Alex listens more carefully to the message, something strange catches his attention. It's subtle, almost imperceptible, but there's a flaw in the encryption. A tiny imperfection that the Hive Mind didn't account for. To most, it would seem like nothing, just a small error in the signal. But to Alex, it's something more. It's an opening, a crack in the seemingly invincible armor of the Hive Mind. Could this be a mistake? Was the Hive Mind so confident in its power that it overlooked something so simple? Or is this flaw part of a greater trap designed to lure humanity into a false sense of hope? Alex's mind races with possibilities, and his instincts tell him that this small flaw could be humanity's only chance for survival. He doesn't have time to waste. The Hive Mind is on its way, and Earth is not ready. But perhaps, just perhaps, they can outsmart the most powerful enemy in the galaxy. With the clock ticking down, Alex gathers his team. They begin preparing Earth's defenses, but it's clear that humanity is far behind. The Hive Mind's ships are already entering Earth's orbit, their massive forms casting shadows across the planet's surface. The planet's military forces scramble to launch their most advanced technology, cloaking devices, experimental AI systems, and robots designed for combat. It's humanity's last-ditch effort to fight back, but it feels like a futile struggle. The Hive Mind's fleet is overwhelming, its technology far beyond anything Earth has ever seen. Yet, Alex is not ready to give up. He knows that Earth's only hope lies in outwitting the Hive Mind, and the tiny flaw in the message might be the key. With his team, he begins to formulate a plan. He orders a series of high-risk operations to disrupt the Hive Mind's command systems, using the planet's most advanced technology to create a diversion. It's a dangerous mission, and the odds are stacked against them, but Alex believes that humanity's greatest strength isn't in its technology or firepower, it's in its creativity, its ability to think outside the box, to solve problems in ways the Hive Mind never could have imagined. But time is running out. As the Hive Mind's ships approach Earth, Alex's team works frantically to implement their plan. The planet's defenses are in place, but the enemy's sheer numbers and strength make victory seem impossible. Still, Alex holds on to one belief: if humanity can find the right crack in the Hive Mind's armor, they might just have a chance. The moment of truth is fast approaching. As the Hive Mind's ships grow larger on the radar, the air around Earth seems to grow colder, and the future of humanity looks more uncertain than ever. Alex knows that if they fail, there will be no second chances. But with the tiny flaw in the message still fresh in his mind, Alex refuses to give up. This might be their only chance to turn the tide and show the hive mind that humans, against all odds, will not go down without a fight. The quiet before the storm is shattered as the hive mind launches its full-scale assault on Earth. From the edge of space, swarms of alien drones and massive warships pour toward the planet, their cold, metallic forms cutting through the dark void. The sheer size and speed of the hive mind's forces overwhelm Earth's defense systems, and the first waves of attack send shockwaves through Earth's military. It becomes clear that humanity's defenses, no matter how advanced, are no match for an enemy with an intelligence that can predict every move. The hive mind's ships hover ominously in Earth's orbit, ready to annihilate anything in their path. The initial wave of battle hits Earth hard. High-speed space dogfights break out as humanity's top pilots engage the hive mind's swarm of drones. In the sky, humanity's finest fighter ships dart and weave through bursts of laser fire, trying desperately to outmaneuver the alien machines. It's a desperate, high-stakes battle as Earth's forces fight back, but every time they make a move, the hive mind seems to be one step ahead. The drones adapt quickly to each attack, making it almost impossible for the human fighters to gain any ground. Humanity's advanced technology is being outclassed, and it feels like the battle is already lost before it has even begun. On the ground, Alex and his team are working to infiltrate the hive mind's communication networks. They know that if they can gather crucial intel, they might have a chance to weaken the hive mind's control over its forces. But breaking into the hive mind's systems is no easy task. Every move they make is monitored, and the slightest mistake could lead to their capture. The team faces constant danger as they move deeper into enemy-controlled territories, each mission more perilous than the last. Meanwhile, on Earth's surface, robots and AI-assisted human soldiers launch ground assaults on hive-controlled bases across the globe. The clash between humanity's high-tech soldiers and the hive's relentless forces is fierce. These soldiers, equipped with the latest weaponry and armor, fight tooth and nail to take down the hive mind's ground operations. But every victory seems small compared to the overwhelming power of the hive's empire. As the battle rages on, a deep sense of despair begins to set in. The hive mind's forces are everywhere, and humanity's resistance feels futile. But in the midst of the chaos, Alex and his team press on, determined to find a way to win. There's a burning drive in Alex, something that won't let him give up. But the cost of war becomes all too clear when tragedy strikes. During a critical mission to sabotage one of the hive mind's warships, Alex's best friend, Bonner, is critically injured. The mission had been going smoothly, but things quickly spiral out of control when the hive mind's countermeasures detect their infiltration. As they fight their way out, Bonner is struck down by an enemy blast. He's severely wounded, and as Alex holds him, Bonner's fading words haunt him, "Don't let them win." Bonner's last breath is a painful reminder of what's at stake, humanity's future, and the heavy price of defiance. Bonner's death is a turning point for Alex. His best friend's sacrifice fuels the fire inside him, and he knows that giving up is no longer an option. He feels the weight of every decision, every action, but he also knows that the fight is far from over. With Bonner's last words echoing in his mind, Alex rallies his team, pushing them harder than ever before. The hive mind may be strong, but humanity's resolve is stronger. As the battle intensifies, Earth's forces prepare for what could be their final stand. The emotional toll is high, but Alex and his team push forward, motivated by the sacrifices of those who have fallen and the hope that one small victory could turn the tide. The war is far from over, but the first true battle has been fought, and humanity is still standing. As humanity's forces continue to battle the hive mind's overwhelming power, a flicker of hope emerges. Alex, ever the strategist, spends hours studying the hive mind's movements, patterns, and tactics. The more he digs, the more he begins to notice something strange, a flaw in the seemingly invincible force. While the hive mind controls millions of alien species across the galaxy, its power comes from a central core, a singular consciousness that links all of its actions together. This realization is a game changer. Despite the hive mind's vast army in intelligence, it is heavily reliant on this central core. If it were destroyed, the hive mind would collapse, and its entire empire would fall. The discovery sends shockwaves through the team. The hive mind's power is not as invulnerable as it once seemed. Alex and his team realize that they have an unprecedented opportunity. But there's one major problem: the hive mind's core is located deep within its central command ship, which is heavily guarded and nearly impossible to infiltrate. The path ahead is treacherous, and the risk of failure is high, but this is the chance they've been waiting for. In a tense strategy session, Alex and his team discuss their options. The plan they devise is a high-risk mission that will require the perfect balance of stealth and firepower. Their target, the hive mind's central command ship, the heart of its entire operation. To infiltrate this heavily fortified ship, they will need to use every advantage they have. The team prepares for a covert assault deep within enemy lines, relying on advanced cloaking technology, AI drones, and their expertise in stealth combat. The visual tension is palpable as the team prepares for the mission. The scene is filled with the hum of futuristic technology and the soft glow of advanced AI systems as they analyze the best path to take. Alex's team is outfitted with cloaking devices that will make their spacecraft nearly invisible to the hive mind surveillance systems. The soldiers are armed with high-tech weapons that could give them a fighting chance if they are discovered. The cloaked ships move silently through the dark void of space, the distant stars twinkling in the background like silent witnesses to the unfolding drama. As they approach the hive mind's command ship, the visuals become even more intense. The massive, menacing ship looms ahead, its sleek, dark form reflecting the cold emptiness of space. Alien war machines patrol the area, their glowing sensors scanning for any signs of movement. The team moves cautiously, their cloaked ship slipping past the hive's defenses, undetected for now. The closer they get to the heart of the hive mind, the more dangerous the mission becomes. Every movement must be precise, one mistake could mean the end. The tension builds as they get closer to their target. The team's nerves are on edge, but there's no turning back now. The only way to stop the hive mind and save humanity is to reach the core and destroy it. As the team navigates the perilous space around the command ship, they encounter a series of obstacles: pulse lasers from hive drones, sudden electromagnetic bursts that threaten to disable their cloaking devices, and unexpected movements from the alien patrols. But Alex stays focused, guiding his team with determination and precision. The clock is ticking, and the stakes couldn't be higher. If they fail, humanity's last hope will be extinguished, and the hive mind's conquest will be inevitable. But if they succeed, they will strike a blow that could cripple the hive mind's empire and change the course of the war forever. The suspense reaches its peak as the team edges closer to the command ship's core, the final showdown between humanity and the hive mind now just moments away. The moment of truth has arrived. After weeks of planning and fighting, Alex and his team have infiltrated the heart of the hive mind's empire, the command ship. It is a colossal structure, a mix of cold metal and alien architecture, looming ominously in the darkness of space. The team has already made their way past several layers of high-tech defenses, and now, they are closing in on the hive mind's central core. This is where it all comes down to: one final strike that could either save humanity or doom them forever. But just as they're about to launch their attack, the hive mind retaliates in the most terrifying way possible. It tries to take control of Alex's mind. Suddenly, he feels the overwhelming pressure of the hive's consciousness, like millions of alien thoughts bombarding his own. His mind becomes a battlefield, a twisted landscape where every thought, every feeling, is manipulated by the hive. The hive mind tries to break him, to force him to join its collective, to become just another pawn in its vast empire. The struggle is intense. Alex fights against the alien influence, struggling to keep his identity intact. His thoughts are no longer his own, they are tangled with the hive's cold, calculating logic. For a moment, Alex fears he might lose himself completely, that he might become just another drone in the hive mind's army. But his memories, his love for humanity, his connection to his friends and family, keep him grounded. He pushes back with all his might, fighting against the hive's control. The battle is a mental war as fierce as any physical battle, and Alex's determination keeps him from falling into the hive's trap. Meanwhile, the action rages on outside. The rest of Alex's team, aware of the threat to their leader, fights through the hive mind's defenses to reach him. Explosions echo through the ship as the team faces wave after wave of robotic soldiers, alien creatures, and advanced weaponry designed to protect the hive mind's core. The fight is chaotic, gunfire, sparks flying from damaged machines, and the constant hum of energy shields shattering in the heat of battle. Each step forward is a struggle, but Alex's team pushes on, knowing the fate of humanity rests on their success. The visuals are breathtaking and intense. We see Alex's team fighting through tight corridors, where the walls seem to close in on them. Every shot fired, every punch landed, is a desperate attempt to overcome the odds. The sleek, robotic soldiers of the hive mind are relentless, and their attacks are brutal. But the humans, driven by desperation and the knowledge that their world depends on them, fight back with everything they have. The scenes are filled with explosions, flashing lights, and the whir of powerful weapons that send shockwaves through the corridors. The final battle takes a dramatic turn when Bonner, Alex's best friend and comrade, makes the ultimate sacrifice. As the team nears the hive mind's core, Bonner realizes that the only way to ensure their success is to destroy a critical part of the ship's defense system. With no regard for his own safety, he charges forward, setting off an explosion that tears through the enemy's defenses. The blast clears the way for the team to reach their goal, but it costs Bonner his life. His final words, "Don't let them win," echo in Alex's mind as he watches his friend fall. Bonner's sacrifice fuels Alex's determination. The emotional weight of losing his friend, of watching someone who had fought so hard for humanity's survival fall, drives Alex and the team to push forward. They can't give up now, not after all they've been through, not after all the sacrifices that have been made. With one final push, Alex and his team reach the hive mind's core. The tension builds to a crescendo as they prepare to strike the killing blow. As the final moments unfold, the action becomes even more intense. The remaining human fleet, led by Alex's team, launches a full-scale assault against the hive mind's warships. The space battle is a mix of high-speed maneuvers, explosions, and intense dogfights as the human ships clash with the alien armada. But even as the warships battle in the void of space, Alex knows the true fight is inside the hive mind's command ship. The epic final battle reaches its peak as Alex's team prepares to deliver the final blow to the hive mind's core. The struggle for humanity's future has come down to this moment. The fate of the galaxy hangs in the balance as the humans fight against impossible odds, driven by the memory of their fallen comrades and the hope of a future free from the hive mind's control. Climactic resolution, the moment that seemed impossible is now within reach. Alex, battered and exhausted from the battles fought and the losses suffered, stands before the core of the hive mind's consciousness. The alien structure pulsates with cold, eerie energy, a vast and complex neural network that connects the hive mind to every single species under its control. This is where it all comes down to, the final chance to destroy the hive mind and free the galaxy from its oppressive rule. With a deep breath, Alex activates the virus his team has worked so hard to develop. The virus is specifically designed to disrupt the hive mind's central system, severing its connection to the millions of drones, warships, and alien species that it controls. As the virus spreads through the network, the hive mind's consciousness begins to unravel. The once unified collective intelligence shatters, causing the hive mind to lose control over its vast forces. The galaxy's greatest threat begins to collapse in real time, its influence over the galaxy's species evaporating in moments. The effects are immediate and catastrophic for the hive mind's warships. The powerful, coordinated fleet, which once struck fear into the hearts of every species in the galaxy, begins to lose its cohesion. Ships that were once in perfect formation now drift aimlessly, their weapon systems malfunctioning, and their defensive shields flickering out. Massive explosions ripple through the fleet as warships lose power, some collapsing in fiery wrecks, others crashing into each other in chaos. It is a spectacular, almost beautiful, sight, one that signals the end of the hive mind's reign of terror. Humanity has achieved the impossible. Against all odds, Alex and his team have outsmarted the most powerful and feared force in the galaxy. The hive mind is no more. Earth stands victorious, and the galaxy is freed from its iron grip. The terror that once loomed over every corner of the cosmos is now a distant memory. Visuals and action. The victory is marked by a series of awe-inspiring visuals. In space, the once menacing fleet disintegrates in a fiery display, each explosion lighting up the dark void. The shattered pieces of alien ships float through the expanse, drifting as remnants of a fallen empire. The galactic backdrop, once filled with the ominous presence of the hive mind's ships, now feels peaceful, as though the galaxy is finally free to breathe again. Alex, standing amid the wreckage, watches as the last of the hive mind's forces fall apart. He's covered in burns and bruises, his uniform torn, but there's a sense of relief in his eyes. The battle is over, and humanity has secured its place in the galaxy. What seemed like an impossible task, defeating the hive mind, has been achieved. Alex and his surviving team members are the heroes of this victory. They've faced down the greatest threat the universe has ever known and emerged triumphant. Emotional conclusion. The triumph, however, comes at a great cost. As Alex looks around, he sees the empty spaces where his fallen comrades once stood. Bonner, the friend who sacrificed everything, is gone, and the emotional weight of his loss presses heavily on Alex's heart. The team gathers together, mourning the friends and soldiers who didn't make it. Their loss is profound, but it is not in vain. They gave everything to ensure humanity's survival, and their sacrifice has secured a future for Earth and the galaxy. The team members share a moment of quiet reflection, understanding that they've not only changed the course of history, they've also changed the way the galaxy will view humanity. Once seen as an underdog, a species untested in the vastness of space, humanity has proven itself capable of overcoming the most formidable adversaries. They have outwitted the hive mind, and in doing so, they've earned their place among the stars. Final hook. Future potential. As the final warships of the hive mind disintegrate into space, leaving nothing but debris, the moment of victory is bittersweet. The silence in the wake of the battle is short-lived, as a new signal, ominous and unknown, begins to reach Earth's defenses. It's a mysterious signal, coming from deep within the galaxy. The team, still recovering from their victory, now faces a chilling reality. There are other forces watching, forces that may pose even greater threats than the hive mind ever did. Alex and his team stand on the precipice of a new chapter, knowing that their fight is far from over. Humanity's journey into the stars is just beginning. The galaxy may have been saved for now, but new challenges lie ahead. The future remains uncertain, and the unknown is vast. The signal grows stronger, and Alex knows that their victory, while monumental, is only the first step in a much larger story.